In a kingdom where justice was swift and unforgiving, two prisoners awaited their fate in a dimly lit dungeon. Both had been condemned to death for crimes against the crown, and their execution was scheduled for the following dawn. The air was thick with despair, and the silence was broken only by the distant tolling of the palace bells. The first prisoner, a man of quick wit and sharp mind, had heard tales of the king's profound affection for his majestic stallion, a horse renowned throughout the realm for its unparalleled beauty and grace. As the guards approached to escort them to their final night, this prisoner suddenly proclaimed, "I can teach the king's horse to fly within a year, if my life is spared." The guards halted, exchanging skeptical glances. One of them sneered, "Do you take us for fools? No horse can fly." Undeterred, the prisoner replied, "Take me to the king. Let him decide." Curiosity piqued, the guards relayed the prisoner's bold claim to the king. Intrigued by the prospect of owning the world's only flying horse, the king summoned the prisoner to his throne room. Kneeling before the monarch, the prisoner spoke earnestly, "Your Majesty, grant me 1 year, and I shall make your beloved horse soar through the skies." The king, envisioning himself astride a flying steed, agreed to the proposal. He decreed, "You shall have 1 year. If the horse flies, you shall be rewarded beyond measure. If not, your execution will proceed." Returned to the dungeon, the first prisoner was met with disbelief by his fellow inmate. "Are you mad?" the second prisoner exclaimed. "You know as well as I that no horse can fly. You've merely delayed the inevitable." The first prisoner leaned against the cold stone wall, a faint smile playing on his lips. "Perhaps," he said softly, "but consider this. Within a year, many things can happen. The king might lose interest in the horse might fall ill or even die, or perhaps I might discover a way to make the horse fly. In any case, I've bought myself time, and with time comes hope." Days turned into weeks, and weeks into months. The first prisoner was granted daily access to the royal stables, where he spent hours with the king's horse. He fed it, groomed it, and spoke to it in soothing tones. To onlookers, it seemed as though he was merely tending to the horse's basic needs, with no indication of teaching it to fly. The king, eager to witness progress, would occasionally visit the stables. Each time the prisoner would assure him, "Patience, Your Majesty. Such a miraculous feat requires time." The king, though impatient, allowed the prisoner to continue, driven by the dream of soaring above his kingdom. As the year drew to a close, whispers spread throughout the palace. Courtiers speculated on the prisoner's fate, while stable hands admired the bond that had formed between man and beast. The second prisoner, observing from his cell, often wondered if his companion had truly devised a plan or was merely prolonging his life. On the final day of the year, the king summoned the prisoner to the throne room. The court was filled with nobles, all eager to witness the promised spectacle. The king's voice boomed, "The time has come. Will my horse take to the skies?" The prisoner bowed deeply. "Your Majesty, the horse is ready. However, such a monumental event should be witnessed under the open sky, where all can see your glory." Agreeing, the king led the procession to the palace courtyard. The horse, adorned with ornate bridles and shimmering fabrics, stood calmly as the prisoner approached. He whispered into the horse's ear, stroked its mane, and then, with a swift motion, leaped onto its back. crowd held its breath. The prisoner guided the horse in a graceful trot, then a canter, and finally into a full gallop around the courtyard. The horse moved with such elegance and speed that for a fleeting moment it appeared as though its hooves barely touched the ground. Gasps erupted from the onlookers, and the king's eyes sparkled with delight. After several laps, the prisoner brought the horse to a halt before the king. Dismounting, he bowed and said, "Your Majesty, while the horse may not have physically flown, it has soared in spirit. Its grace and agility are unmatched, and in its movements, one can see the essence of flight." The king, contemplating the display, nodded slowly. "Indeed, there is a beauty in its motion that rivals the birds. You have given me a new perspective." He paused, then declared, "Your life is spared, and you shall serve as the royal horsemaster, ensuring that all the steeds possess such grace." The prisoner bowed deeply, gratitude evident in his eyes. He had transformed his dire situation through wit, hope, and an understanding of the king's desires. From that day forward, he lived a life of purpose, always remembering that even in the bleakest moments, hope and ingenuity could pave the path to freedom. You have given